This is the story of Jake. He's 12 years old, and he has a dream to be the fastest runner in his school. But there's a problem. His only pair of shoes are torn apart from years of running, years of hoping. To everyone else, they're just old, broken shoes. But to Jake, they are the last remnants of his dream. The other kids in his neighborhood don't see a dreamer. They see a target. Look at his shoes. They're falling apart. One of them shouts, "How can he even think about running?" It's easy to laugh at dreams, isn't it? Especially when they belong to someone who seems to have nothing. Then, one day, a notice appeared on the school board. Annual Sports Day Race Competition. When Jake saw it, his heart skipped a beat. This was it. The annual race. The one he had been waiting for all year. This was his one chance to prove himself, to show everyone what he was made of. But as he stood there, lost in thought, a group of boys surrounded him, their voices dripping with mockery. You're going to run," one of them sneered. Another added, "You don't even have shoes. Better stay at home. Jake, don't embarrass yourself." Jake just looked down at his torn shoes, his worn-out hope, and said nothing. He clenched his fists, his eyes burning with a silent, fierce determination. Because sometimes, silence is stronger than 1,000 words. It's the quiet promise you make to yourself when no one else believes in you. And so, the real work began. With no shoes to protect his feet, Jake started training barefoot. He ran across dusty fields and sharp, rocky paths. He ran from sunrise to sunset, pushing his body to its absolute limit. Every step hurt. Every fall left a new scar. His mother would watch from a distance, her heart filled with a mixture of pride and worry. But with every scar, he grew stronger. He wasn't just racing against the other kids anymore. He was racing against his own doubts, against the whispers in his head that told him he wasn't good enough. One evening, after a grueling run, he collapsed on the ground, his lungs burning. He looked up at the vast, starry sky and whispered to the world, to himself, "I will run, no matter what." That promise echoed in the quiet night, a testament to his unbreakable will. The day of the race finally arrived. The sports ground was a riot of color and sound. Students buzzed with excitement, their shiny new shoes glistening in the bright sun. Then came Jake. He walked quietly to the starting line. As everyone watched, he calmly took off his broken shoes, the ones that had carried him this far, and placed them gently to the side. He stood on the track barefoot, his feet calloused and scarred from his training. Whispers rippled through the crowd. Is he crazy? He's running barefoot. He's going to lose for sure. It's a funny thing about expectations. Sometimes, when the world expects you to fail, the best and only answer is to stand tall and prove them wrong. The referee raised the whistle. A sharp blast cut through the air, and the race began. The runners surged forward in a blur of motion. Jake ran with everything he had, his bare feet pounding against the track. He wasn't the fastest at the start. At one point, he stumbled, and a collective gasp went through the crowd. For a second, it looked like it was all over. But he caught himself, pushed off the ground, and ran even harder. Pain tried to stop him. Fear tried to slow him down. But the courage he had forged over countless miles of barefoot running kept him moving forward, one powerful stride at a time. He started to gain on them. First one runner, then another. The crowd, which had been whispering in doubt, slowly started to notice. The whispers turned into murmurs, then into shouts of encouragement. Teachers stood up, their eyes wide with disbelief. In a stunning display of power and will, he sprinted past the last boy just before the end. He crossed the finish line first. In that moment, the boy with the broken shoes became the boy with an unbreakable spirit. For a few seconds, there was just silence. Then, the entire stadium erupted in thunderous applause. Jake bent over, hands on his knees, breathing hard, tears of pain, joy, and relief streaming down his face. As the cheers continued, the school's coach walked over to him. He knelt down, his eyes filled with admiration, and held out a brand new pair of running shoes. "Run with these, Jake," the coach said with a smile. "The world needs to see how far you can go." Jake took the shoes, his hands trembling, and hugged them tightly to his chest. Across the field, his mother watched, tears of pride flowing freely. Life can be tough. It might give you broken shoes, and it might put obstacles in your path. But if you find the courage to keep running, it will also give you wings. Thank you so much for watching this story. If it inspired you, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content that celebrates the human spirit. We'll see you in the next video.